Y'all want to know the biggest lie told about teachers? Your girl is headed to work. I know, you probably confused, like, I thought you were a teacher. Newsflash. All right, y'all, so I made it up here. Yes, they are done with the floors. I'm gonna eat my little breakfast, and then I'm gonna put everything back where it was. Y'all, so I got the desk where they're gonna go. I actually need to log in and see how many students I have, what's my biggest class. So I actually have an extra group that I may or may not need. So I think I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm going to hook my computer up. I submitted my purchase order, but I cannot log into this program called Power Schools, which is what we use to like look at our classes, put in grades, you know, demographic information, all that kind of stuff. I was trying to see how many kids I had in my class, but my username and password isn't working, and I've tried so many different combinations. I'm probably gonna wind up locking myself out, which it really doesn't matter because I can't get in it no way. I sent out an email about that. I think I'm gonna go get me something to eat. Today is another day, and I don't think I ever showed you my classroom after I put it back together that first day. Back to the way it was before I left. Again, these are on my student desks. I haven't tried getting back into the program to see if I have too many or not. This table is back. This is where I keep all my copies. This is the table that I teach at. So it is electric. It goes up and down. What a great investment. I think every teacher, especially math teachers, should use this. And the reason why I say especially math teachers is because we have to be at the board working out problems and modeling. And you can't just click through on a PowerPoint like you may be able to do, say, in history to get through your presentation and walk around the classroom. Now, I do have an iPad that I can actually link to this TV right here, but it's kind of difficult to walk and write. So this allows me to be here facing all the students while this document camera is connected to the projector that's projecting here. So I don't have to have my backs to the students, and I like that. Isn't this natural light just amazing? I love it. Teachers put curtains up. Nah, we need sunlight, y'all. We don't need to be shut in a dark room all day. That's crazy. So, I don't know. I think I'm gonna put these student caddies out, make sure they have everything they need. And after that, y'all, I really don't know what I'm gonna do because without a computer, it's kind of hard to do anything. All right, y'all. So here are the student caddies that go on the desk. Some of them have taken a beating. They're supposed to look like this, okay, with a handle. Some of them are missing handles, they're broken. As long as it holds the material, it's fine. But each caddy is supposed to have 4 pairs of scissors, 4 pencils, 4 highlighters, 4 glue sticks, and 4 calculators. But as you can see, that's not the case. I'm gonna have to order some more scissors. I like having full-length scissors because these are big kids. So using those little safety scissors and stuff like that, their hands are too big for those. A lot of my scissors broke. Some students have the tendency to be a little destructive. Somehow like they've broken this part of the scissors, so there's no handle right there. Some scissors have come apart. I don't know. You know, I was never a destructive kid. I wasn't raised to be destructive, so I don't know why some kids just sit there and kind of break your stuff and tear your stuff up, but it happens. So I think I'm gonna have to order some more scissors. I didn't see the bookkeeper. I don't have access to the internet anyway, so I can't do that. So I'm gonna just take inventory, get the caddies as together as best as I can, and then just put them out, and then I'll fill them in later. So I was on Instagram yesterday, and I can't really remember what reel or post I came across, but you know, every time it's something controversial or, you know, something that will open up the floor for discussion, what do? You hop in the comments. So I hopped in the comments because it had something to do with teaching, and I couldn't believe the disrespect towards the teaching profession. And let me tell you something, it wasn't a lot of people, but just the few people who would dare open their mouths and say anything negative about the teaching profession is beyond me, especially when people's kids have to go through this system. While there are other options, majority of children, high majority, the vast majority of students go through the public education system. So for people to get on the internet and say wild things, make wild accusations is amazing to me. One of the comments I read was something, I would too if I was a teacher and I got off every single holiday and was off for summers. I can't front. We do get off every single holiday, and we are off for summers. But are we really off? Because look where I am. I have training in the summers, but people really don't understand how taxing it is to work with children for about 8 hours a day. And people be like, oh, you picked this, you picked. I know what I picked. That doesn't mean it's easy, because let me tell you something. A lot of people can't do what I do. And those people that say things like that in the comments, they could never. They wouldn't last. Just some of the stories that I've told friends and family over the years. Isolated incidences. They have said to me 100% of the time in response to these things that I've told them, they can never do it. It takes a different kind of person to be a teacher, y'all. And then you have some people in the comments defending teachers, and they think that like it's all the same too, because somebody else said, yeah, and you know, teachers, they don't get paid for none of the days off, and they don't get paid in the summertime, so they have to pick up second jobs and blah, 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 blah. And while that is true for some people, that's not true for the state of Alabama. We get paid all through the summer, regular check on time. They take our salary and they split it into 12. Okay, so we get a paycheck every single month, y'all. So I can say that that is a blessing in the state of Alabama. Now, I know other places, they have to budget their money a little bit different because they won't get a paycheck in the summer, which I think is absolutely stupid. Everybody should just take their salary and divide it by 12. It makes the most sense. Going back to the breaks, being a teacher, you need time to decompress. You need time to reevaluate. You need time to plan. And it doesn't happen the way you need it to happen during the course of a day. It's just too much going on. The most you can do in the course of a day is put the finishing touches on a lesson that you've already planned for the next day. Make your copies, maybe tweak something, but that's it. You can't do intensive planning on your planning period because other things are happening on your planning period, number one. Number two, it's not enough time. But I just wanted to bring y'all along. So that question, what do teachers do in the summer? I want to answer that question for y'all because look at me today. Despite there being no students, I'm not teaching any classes. Look where I'm at. I'm at work. As y'all saw, I was sharpening pencils to put in the caddies. I make sure the students have pencils, glue sticks, calculators, highlighters, and scissors because I don't have time, y'all. I don't have time for, you don't have a pencil, why you don't have a pencil? You know, you should come to class with a pencil. And you know, there's always a debate, an ongoing debate about, do you give them their supplies or do you provide the supplies? Yo, fussing at a kid because of a pencil, not in 2024. That's an old mentality. And I was on that mentality because, like I told you, I've been teaching for 16 years. Bring your supplies. I told you what you need, bring your supplies. But then I grew as a teacher, and you may also have an opinion about this, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not giving them this stuff, if you're not giving them a pencil, calculator, all that, you're wasting time. Because as a professional, if I go to any type of training, if I go to a job interview, if I go to wherever, it doesn't matter. They're gonna give me a pen. Every single time when I go to these teacher trainings, they give us pens, they give us scissors, they give us calculators, poster paper, they give us everything we need there. So I just give them the stuff. If we're supposed to be here to learn, let's focus on that and try to eliminate all the nonsense. People get stuck over the dumbest things. I do not have time. So y'all, it's a wrap for today. I don't know what day exactly I'm coming back up here, but I will be back up here and I will pick up the camera for you. So if you got any questions about the teaching profession, like I said, I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm your insider. Just drop your questions in the comment section below. But I encourage you, before you talk about the profession of teaching, ask a teacher.